This is ESPN Esports. My name is Ardo Cal. Happy to be joined live from Nevada by Beaulo, Rainbow Six Esports competitor for TSM. Since you do play Rainbow Six, Beaulo, we have to start with WoW Classic. What level is your character, bud?
28 right now. 28, sadly.
You're still appreciating the grind, man. I fell off after level 12, but you're still at it.
Yeah, definitely been postponed by all the siege stuff, but you know, hope to get back to the grind soon.
So let's talk about that. Obviously, Pro League is upon us, but let's dial it back just a little bit. You joined TSM recently. It's only been a few months for you on this team. How have you gelled with the team?
Initially, like, you know, my experience with like the players, like, you know, achieved. It didn't start off very well, but like Pojo, Crusher, and all those guys, I've had like. I had experience with them before, and it right after like it was final, like, you know, hey, do you want to join the team? You want to join TSM? You know, all of this stuff. Like we meshed, and it felt like I felt at home. Like it was a very nice fit.
What was that decision like for you to finally say yes, I will join TSM?
I mean, TSM's, you know, humongous org. Like even before I started even like playing like comp or like even in like going into any like competitive scene in any game, I heard of TSM. So like being like able to, you know, represent them and just have their support is just, it's insane. It's actually insane.
Is there a point of pride for you? You know, I'm joining an organization like this. Does it feel like you've really made it in your career as a result?
Definitely at some point, yeah, because it's like, you know, like sometimes I'll just be sitting there, I'm like, wow, I'm a part of TSM. Like all of the, like these, like everybody wants to be a part of TSM, and it's just like I'm on it. It's crazy.
So let's talk about some of the competitions that you've been a part of with TSM. The six major, maybe not going TSM's way, but what learnings did you take from that competition to find you success in the future?
Well, everybody on TSM, that was their first ever like big event. Like it was, you know, a major. None of us have ever been that. It was my first like actual one as well. And you know, the nerves got to us. Like we weren't playing our game, so we got more comfortable. And for DreamHack Montreal, we even showed up, you know, greater. And I'm sure you know, our downfall at the major accounted for some of that confidence in Montreal.
So how calm did you feel on stage at DreamHack Montreal then?
Pretty calm. It was like I just focused on my game. I closed out everything around me, you know, didn't worry about the crowd, didn't worry about the casters, you know, nothing like that. Just played my game, and you know, it worked out.
What did that feel like to get that victory with your new team? You get MVP. I mean, this must be a landmark moment.
It was definitely, I don't know, like right as we won, like right as like that last round hit, I didn't even realize it. I was just like, oh my, like we just won. Like I just like there was so much emotion just going through me, and I didn't even know what to do. I was just like off in space the whole time after we won. Just like it was unbelievable.
Take us through the postmortem. When you and the team talked about DreamHack and dissected it, what were some of the things that you guys discussed?
How we need to keep playing like how we have been. Like we need to stay together, you know, be focused, and just like get ready for the, you know, Invitational, the biggest event of the year.
So take us through that now. You guys are in prime position to continue your success. What are you expecting in the Pro League, and also what's next for TSM?
I mean, what to expect in like the Pro League? We're not really expecting anything. Like, you know, everyone's gonna be playing their game. We're gonna be playing our game. It's like we're in a more comfortable spot now because our standings in Pro League aren't the best. So now we can focus more on Pro League because we don't have to go to the qualifiers for like the Invitational and all that other stuff. So it's just, you know, again, just full force in the Pro League right now, and worry about Invitational later. And I mean, yeah, just give it our all.
I know it was a very important moment for you. You tweeted about how happy you were that you qualified for Invitational. Take us back to that moment. What was it like?
I mean, just knowing that I qualified for the Invitational, like I've been a spectator of the game for like a while, even before I was of age. And, like, I was going to the Invitationals, like I went to the second and the third one, and just like sitting there, like wow, like I always got so motivated every time I went there and watched, and to be like able to say like I am going to the Invitational to play. I will be like, you know, playing on stage and everything like that. It's just, it's again, like it's so like unreal.
I know you talked about nerves earlier. Do you think those nerves will come back when you're on that stage?
I mean, I hope not. Again, I've already gone to the like to the major, you know, I've experienced it, like the whole, you know, like just reality of like the I guess the big leagues. So I'd like to say I'm pretty comfortable with it now, especially, you know, again, major winning Montreal, I'm more comfortable, I have more confidence. So again, you know, fingers crossed.
Let's talk about some of your competition, particularly in Pro League and NA. What are some teams that you're looking at saying, you know what, we're going to have a good matchup against these guys?
I mean, I like to say there's going to be a good matchup between, you know, every other team in PL, but like I don't know. I guess I'd have to say Dark Zero, because we have two members on TSM that were ex-teammates. So I guess, you know, a little spite here and there, but you know, yeah. Just other than that, I think Dark Zero, you know, maybe SSG. Like those are two big ones.
So how much conversation is there when you get into that situation? So let's go to Dark Zero for a second. So the ex-teammate, how much do you hear from your teammate and how important it is for them to get a victory against a team like that and their ex-teammate? Is that really that much of a factor going into the matchup?
It's not that much of a factor, you know. It's not like they're gonna be playing playing a different like game essentially. It's just like, you know, like, oh, if we win, nice, you know, like, you know, like who's the winner now or something like that. But again, it's just like a little like icing on the cake essentially, like if they won.
Okay, so it's not like a huge motivating factor.
Yeah,
it's more
it's
of
not
like
a huge one.
a nice to have. Got you.
Yeah, nice to have.
You recently, last question for you. You recently tweeted about the latest Rainbow Six patch. Can you just explain what you don't like about it?
It feels like every like big patch, like whenever they introduce new operators or like a map rework or a new map, there's always something that like goes on. Like I know, like the recoil kind of feels weird. People's like their sights, like their weapon sights, are like shaking a lot. I know Maestro, a pretty big influential operator in the game. Like his evil eyes, his utility, they bug out every now and then, which is pretty frustrating. It's just there's a lot of little things that you take notice, and it's not that good.
Beaulo was your MVP at DreamHack Montreal en route to a TSM victory. He joins us here with ESPN Esports. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.